Hi, I'm Reverend Joe Schulte. I'm the interim senior pastor, and here we are in the parking lot behind Hammond Street Congregational Church. Right now it's kind of quiet except for a little traffic, but on Sunday that's all going to change. Because Sunday, your stewardship committee has decided that we should have a pledge parade, an opportunity for those of you who want to take a leap of faith and support our church. It will be an opportunity to come, pick up your pledge card, and receive a gift from Chef Carl's Bakery. It'll be a chance also to wave to other members of the church as you all drive by. It'll be a time of celebration, a good time to celebrate the ministry that we do here at Hammond Street Congregational Church. So I hope between 11 and 12 on Sunday, you'll drive by, get your pledge card, get your gift. If you can't make it, that's okay, we understand. Let us know. There are some telephone numbers that were emailed to you. Just call one of those folks from the Stewardship Committee, and we all have an opportunity to support the ministry of our church by taking a leap of faith. See you all on Sunday.
Good morning, everybody. The Stewardship Committee has asked me to say a few words during this year's campaign. This, in fact, is not the first time I've given a stewardship moment. 25 years ago this month was the last time that I gave a stewardship moment, so it's been quite a few years in between. So I decided to look back to see what I wrote 25 years ago, just to see how I felt about what I had said. Well, surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, my feelings about this church have remained the same. I've been a member of the church since 1991, and there have been many changes since then. We've had pastoral changes, changes in leadership, changes in how we conducted our Sunday services, changes in what outreach programs that we have been involved in, numerous changes in our building enhancements and repairs. You get the picture, lots of changes. But one thing that's remained constant, or some of the things that have remained constant, is what this church represents. The people that make up this church and our faith journeys. What keeps me coming back? Well, it's all of you. You are my church family, and I am grateful to be part of this body of Christ, full of different talents and skills, backgrounds and perspectives, teaching me things I didn't know that I didn't know, showing me how to live with the grace of Christ, all with love and humor. There is Florence Conley. We share the same birthday, we share the love of dogs, and we share where we sit during Sunday services. Very important. She has taught me so much about faith and putting your life in the hands of God. All this just by her actions. There's Fran Griffin. We have had shared many laughs and many tears over the years. She has taught me perspective, never giving up, and having faith to get us over these rough spots. I adopted Barbara and Ed Brown as my grandparents when I moved here to Bangor. Many nights were spent at their house eating the best salmon chowder ever. The love that they had for each other and for Jesus Christ was so evident, and you couldn't help leaving their home feeling full of the Spirit. Fran Graham also holds a special place in my heart. Although Fran hasn't been with us physically for many years, there are many meetings where I feel her presence. She is one of the wisest women I know, and I think she was before her time, not afraid to speak out, and when she did, they were some of the most profound words I'd ever heard. These are just a few examples of folks that have touched me over the years in so many ways, and why Hammond Street is such a special place to me. I am not the super creative part of this church family. I do not have one of those great voices that you all listen to during Sunday services. I do not have the skills to watch over our littlest members. I haven't been in charge of a bean luncheon or a holiday fair or a churchyard sale. But what I can do is support those that do have those skills. And for me, it's through numbers. As geeky as it sounds, I do love numbers. And I've been honored to be your treasurer on and off for many years. It's a big job, but it's one that's provided me with a sense of community and much joy. I guess my message would be to find what brings you joy and share it. Florence, Barbara and Ed, and my two friends have all shared their joys, their talents, and their faith with me. I am committed to paying it forward by supporting the church through my time and my pledge. Won't you join me?
morning, everyone. It was 60 years ago this past summer when Hugh and I and our little family started attending Hammond Street Church. I was attracted to this church because of its social justice programs and the number of members who were active in local and statewide government. They were making a real difference in people's lives. There was a very busy Sunday school program, an exciting youth group I quickly became involved in. Oh, what fun that was. Our leader was Ben Haskell's mom, Ethel, from whom we learned what good teaching is all about. Her loving guidance developed a core of educational leaders for years to come that still exist today. One of my favorite things about our church is the opportunity to learn from all the Sunday morning services, book and Bible studies, and so many wonderful members of this congregation who have given such loving support to this struggling Christian. Another favorite thing is the beautiful stained glass windows in the sanctuary and the wonderful music that we have that lifts our spirits and opens our hearts. We are so blessed with the music at our church. I have been lucky to enjoy many great pastors of our church, from Reverend Ed Ernst in the 1950s to our dear Reverend Mark Doty, who recently left for San Antonio, Texas. After almost 20 years as our most energetic, funny, and devoted pastor. Oh, how we miss him. Now, why do we pledge? Because our church has always been a beacon on the hill of the community at large, showing that here is a place where all are welcome. We have been a leader in civil rights, LGBTQ rights, and the first woman UC pastor in the nation, Reverend Ansley Coe Throckmorton. Many decades ago, we started the ecumenical food cupboard to meet the needs of those less fortunate. From one little metal cupboard with a few cans of soup, it has now grown into one of the biggest food cupboards in the area, serving thousands of hungry families every year. Now we will move on to the future with the help of our interim pastor, Reverend Joe Schulte. Welcome aboard, old friend. We are so glad to have you and Beth among us once again. Welcome home.
Hi guys, Sam here, just to talk about some of the wonderful things that make Hammond Street such an amazing church. So I have been a member for almost as long as I can remember, and in some of my early memories of Hammond Street, one of the things that has really stood out to me is just how welcoming and supportive the church is. So I know that we're always out in the community doing things, helping people. We're one of the most welcoming churches in the Bangor area. We're always at every Pride. You know, there's always calls every Sunday for us to help other members who may need it. And I just think that's really special that our church family is so open and helpful to others in need. Another thing that makes Hammond Street so wonderful to me is that there's always something going on. Every Sunday in the announcements, you always hear about some program or event that Hammond Street is hosting that you can participate in, and it's just awesome that we have so much to do for all of our members to get involved. Pretty much every season of the year, there's always something that you can be doing with the church. And then another thing that really makes coming to church special for me is the fantastic music program that we have. So we have our choir, which is amazing to hear every time they perform. We have the organ, which is really incredible, both the music and the historic aspect of it, that it's in Hammond Street. And then we also have our bell choir, which is pretty unique for the area, and it's a lot of fun to participate in. The music is great, the people are great, and I think it's really special that Hammond Street can go above and beyond in that to give our members just that little extra something. And then for me, as I am part of the youth group, so I go to Sunday school, and every time I go, it's always a fantastic experience. We get to learn a lot of things, we get to meet a lot of people, we do stuff on our own to help both the community and the church. We get to donate to the church and see our money go to good places and what Hammond Street needs. And it's just all of these things combined make Hammond Street such a fantastic church to be in and such a fantastic place to support. I am very proud to say that I'm a part of Hammond Street Congregational Church.